just about finished the sanding part of the process. A couple of things to watch out for. Avoid leaving any sand on the surface of the blocks, and make sure your joints are properly filled with no voids. Now, when it comes to the paving itself, whether it's this type of antique paver or this type of brick type paver, they've pretty much all got a 40mm at depth. When we're resanding, when we're cleaning properly, most of that is going to be filled with fresh sand. When it comes to sealing, what we're looking to do is saturate those joints, really get the sealer deep into the block and the sand, and set those joints rock solid. If you see this sample here, you'll really struggle to push any kind of object in the joints. They're really well sealed. As you can see, a secondary benefit is that the sealer itself really brings the block to life and enhances the natural colours. If I'm a professional contractor, I might well be investing in quite an expensive sprayer unit. You need a certain type of sprayer unit to handle the nature of the materials and also the viscosity. Whenever I'm doing this kind of work, using these kind of materials, I'm making sure that I'm wearing a suitable vapour mask, decent pair of gloves, boots, over trousers, and if I'm ever using a sprayer, always a pair of goggles. You never know when a hose could burst, something untoward could happen. Always make sure you're wearing the goggles. And when it comes to the sprayer, again, to ensure that I've get enough sealer penetrating deeply into the blocks, I'm effectively letting the sealer puddle in front of me, creating to the point where you think, oh no, I put too much on, but as you'll see in the footage, it very quickly soaks in. Again, that's ensuring that we get the sealer penetrating deep enough into the sand and into the blocks itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is just demonstrate on a small area here how to apply the sealer correctly at basically the right ratios. So as you can see there, basically all the sand has changed colour. There's still a residue of sealer sitting on the sand now, sort of 20 seconds later, but that will quickly penetrate in. Now, what I'm looking to avoid, I say, that's at a ratio on this type of block of just under 2 square metres per litre. Next, I'll demonstrate how not to apply that first coat of sealer. So if we look at the second part of that demonstration, visually, the two areas look pretty much the same, but the big difference is here I'm working at that kind of ratio, as I say, around 2 square metres per litre. Over this side I could easily be covering 6, 8, even 8 square metres per litre, but applying the sealer that sparingly is basically going to achieve very little.